Pressure when everything is granted and you want to us. Who is ready to be trust? Naja, my people who you put first. Naja, needless you fight nor fuss. Pressure when everything is granted and you want to us.
I'm headed on Classicville. Chano. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna drop some of my favorite Marcia Griffiths tunes right now. Not just, I don't know if it's her favorite, but my favorite, alright? And about 500,000 of them, so. And if you think my crate stops there, crate deep, you know. Crate deep. You know what? Let me open up this microphone before them vex with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special guest inside the building right about now. The Queen herself. I almost said the Queen. I ain't saying it lightly. I said the Queen. Not Terry, what go on? I'm a chat room people. The Queen is in the building. The Queen of Reggae herself. It's Marcia Griffiths. And whenever I say, and they hear me say, Miss Marcia Griffiths, I want y'all to put some respect on the name. It's not just Miss Marcia Griffiths O.D. You know what I mean? Miss Marcia Griffiths O.D. Good evening. How
Greetings. I'm giving thanks. I'm favored, highly favored, and blessed.
I can't tell. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let me start with this. The last time you and I sat down right here, so, right? My whole thing, I started getting calls on the phone. I got calls on Facebook. I got calls on my WhatsApp. It's like, and everything was connected. So the whole thing was going haywire. So I'm hoping today, them not burn up the thing. But I can't promise it.
They're always welcome. Because they're the reason why I'm sitting here with you today.
You know, some really say you love your people, eh?
Yes.
You love your people, bad.
So much.
Wow.
So much.
Wow.
Because I acknowledge the fact that God has preserved me, but where would I be and what would I be if they never support me over the years?
Wow.
I mean, this is a male-dominated business, and I'm a woman in a male-dominated business. So 9 out of 10 times is grief. You go out there and you perform and you smile and nice show and everything, but at the end of the day, hard luck story. But the audience, that energy and that love that they send to you, how can you give it up?
I understand.
You go home broke, but the love and your soul is touched. So there's no match for that. It's priceless.
I was at a show or two, more than one shows, where I could tell it wasn't going smooth, right? I could tell it wasn't going smooth. The backstage shufflings and rufflings and whatever. and I mean, you're a woman in business, so you got to be handling your stuff. And then once they hand you that microphone, I'm going to see you walk out on the stage, it's like it's all good.
Everything was forgotten.
Wow.
Or I leave all that negative behind backstage.
I love it.
And when I hit that stage and that vibe and that energy connect to my soul, oh God, I'm in heaven. I'm totally rejuvenated.
I can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're chopping it up with the Queen herself, Miss Marcia Griffiths. I want to ask you this thing, and I've been meaning to ask you this for years. I don't know what you drink, smoke, eat, whatever the case may be, but I have my album pictures. I remember the first times I seen concert or whatever the case may be, and I can't see no difference. Me, I get gray here, me, I grow old on them something there. I'm innocent. What's the secret?
That's just a number. And everything that you see on the outside, I think it's a reflection from what is inside. It reflects on the outside, because no matter what you wear,
right,
there's supposed to be a glow, an aura, that when people look at you, it's just all about liberty and your thoughts.
Wow.
That's what
keeps you
yeah,
young and rejuvenated and whatnot.
yeah, it's just that love.
Wow.
Love.
Wow. And it's an energy that I see some of the young ladies trying to replicate and duplicate, and I love it because you are an inspiration. Every time I talk to one of the young female artists, your name comes up.
Well, I say this so many times, and I'll forever keep saying it. That is one of my highlights in my journey for 60 years. The fact that I have inspired all these young ladies.
Yeah.
No money can buy that.
Wow.
No money can buy that feeling when I sit somewhere and I hear Elaine or a Nadine or whomever, you know, talk about me being their inspiration and their role model. And most of them start out singing my songs. It's such a wonderful feeling.
Wow.
I was inspired too because, you know, we were influenced by American music in Jamaica
Yeah.
way back then. And my inspiration was Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin,
Wow.
Dionne Warwick, and of course my girl Carla Thomas, because that's the first song I did on stage.
Carla Thomas.
Yes,
Wow.
No Time to Lose.
No time to lose. Not to read. All the people in the chat room, again, we're talking to the queen right here. You mentioned the great ones, right? I got into, every now and then, my rant. So I'll be on the show, and sometimes I'll start a rant. Whatever happened that week is coming out on the show. So I had a conversation about this whole legend thing. Everybody a legend. Somebody I post a thing and say, the legend. So they would say, big up the legendary such. And I pull on, I'm like, who are we talking about, right? And then they said, boy, I'm like, it now gonna work. So I went on a whole rant. And I literally said, if Marcia Griffiths is a legend, if Bob Marley is a legend, then you can't be a legend. The people have vexed me. Right? So I when I say legend to you, what does that mean?
I am so humble and I'm aware of that and I'm sensitive of everything I do and say that. Even when I hear that word or icon or whatever, it don't do a thing to me, you know. Honestly.
Right.
I don't thrive off those things.
Right.
I just know that I'm here for a purpose.
Right.
I see myself as a missionary on a mission from God, doing this work. He gave me a talent, and give thanks to Bob Marley because he was the one, I've said this repeatedly, he was the one that opened my eyes to realize that music was not just entertainment and dance.
Yeah.
I saw how serious this man took the music. And I'm saying, but this is a serious business. This is a responsibility that you have on your shoulder.
Right.
Because of the message that you're sending out to the world. And if it's not teaching, educating, uplifting, uniting, then you're on the wrong path. You're just doing it for the fun or the hype or whatever it is. And I made a turn right there and then when I saw that this music is a serious thing, man. And, you know, it's your responsibility what you contribute to the world, what you teach mankind, and especially we have a responsibility to the younger generation.
I love that.
To guide them through the music. And what can you tell me that is so infectious more than the music? As a baby is born and the music is playing, the baby can move to the music naturally. That's a soul.
And sing it back soon too.
I often say that they should put the lessons in the school through music because as the song is released, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they can sing it word for word.
Wow.
So music is life.
It's not just hype on stage and...
No, not about that.
No, sometimes it takes people a little while. Sometimes it's an epiphany, sometimes it's experience, it's growth, it's tenure, whatever the case may be. That will make them feel what you feel and see what you see. But it seems like you grasped that from a long time ago, from earlier on in your career.
Yeah, because earlier when I started, I had no vision that I was going to be a professional singer. Because I just enjoy singing in school, church, at home. Me and my other 2 sisters, because they sing as well. They have a talent. I never had any vision to become a singer. Plus, my father wasn't entertaining me being no singer.
Right.
He wanted me to be a teacher, or a nurse, or a doctor, or whatever.
Right.
Not singer. So I just enjoy singing at home, and my 2 sisters would harmonize, or I would harmonize them, and it was one of the most beautiful feelings.
Wow.
But as I said, it wasn't until I started working with Bob.
Wow.
And I saw, even when I started in 64, recording at Studio One for the entire decade of the 60s, I was just enjoying it as well.
Right.
But we started, I met Bob there 64 as well.
At Studio One?
Yes. And Sister Rita. Everyone, all those great names that you can think of, that we all graduated at Studio One.
Right.
And we started working with Bob in 74. And trust me, after living, moving, traveling with this man, and I saw, oh, I've never seen this in my life.
Wow.
Nothing came before his music. Nothing.
Music and a message.
Nothing.
And he was that guy from the get-go. Wow.
All he wanted was to get the message out there. No money. Whatever money was made, he gave it to the musicians.
He was put here for a reason.
Yes.
He
I
was
have
put here.
no doubt, and I say this with no apology. Bob Marley was truly sent by the Almighty to do the work that he did. And I will say it again and again, I am happy I gave him flowers while he was alive. I recognize that this wasn't an ordinary man. No matter what him do with his personal life, that is his business.
Right.
I am telling you that I recognize that this man was so different from the rest. Even the things that he would do in his everyday life and say, it was normal.
Wow. Even as a young person.
Wasn't normal.
Way beyond his years.
Way ahead.
Wow.
Because look at the music today that
living, standing the test of time.
how long since he has been gone? 40
some years.
Yes.
40 some years.
And he's still in the Billboard, still in the top 5 sellers, and all his songs are still relevant today.
Yeah.
Everything that is happening in the world today, you can find a Bob Marley song
That relates to that.
that relates to it.
And I'm Marcia Griffiths O.D. I tell you this because I dig. When I said dig, you know, I got my turntable over here. Sometimes I just lock out the people them and tell them to soon come. I'm in there and soak in the music. You said something a while ago that resonates heavily with me. The 60s, right? At 2024 now.
Yes.
You realize you've been making music for such a long time, right?
Yes. Long journey.
I tried counting up the albums. How much? If I asked you right now how many albums you have, would you be able to tell me?
It's not a lot, but I lost count. Not a lot.
Not a lot, but you like enough.
Because I wasn't one of the artists who went from one place to another to record. I wasn't. I was committed to wherever I am. If I'm at Studio One, you couldn't get me going to Jammies or Dukery. I am at Studio
dedicated
One.
to the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I was putting my playlist together, and I was going through, and because of the software that I use, I have to go through and find. I was like, the song them couldn't done. Them just like keep on and and they're all songs I love. It's not like there are many of them that are new to me, you know, but all of them when I hit it, I'm like, oh, this is not new to me. When I hit it, I'm like, this is new to me. If I said, Marcia, how many songs have you recorded? Would you know?
No.
Couldn't tell the truth.
60 years?
Oh, wow. And to still, the first time I spoke to you in an interview, one of the questions I asked you, I said, you still love this? You still feel the energy for this, the zeal for this like before? You remember what you said to me, say? You said to me, say, Amisa, I shall sing.
Yeah, and I'm still saying that. You know, of course I know there's going to be a time when I am doing all of this for the next generation. And I know that there's going to be a time when I don't see that time yet, right? God still give me the strength and the energy, and my voice I still maintain to can deliver myself on a stage. When the time come when I can't do that, you will never see me on a stage embarrassing myself.
You're going right off into the sunset.
But yes, I still maintain to say I shall sing as long as I live. Once you're given a talent, God-given talent, there's no retirement until you know, say, well,
can't do it no more.
Yes.
Right.
You know what happened to me? I was on stage performing with Skip Marley. He's my grandnephew. And something just came over me. I was so overwhelmed because this is the 3rd generation at the time I was performing with Skip. And I'm saying, but this is me, same one, performing with his granddad,
Yeah.
performing with the second generation, which was Damian, Steve, Ziggy, Kimani, all of them. Now I'm here with his grandson performing.
Wow.
And something just said to me, just give God all the praise and the glory, because it's him do everything. He's doing everything. And that was such a beautiful moment for me. Just acknowledging the fact that I am on stage working, performing with Skip.
Unbelievable. So we talk about the tenure. Here's another thing. You do so much of this, you probably forget. That last time you were here, I had the microphone right here.
Yes, I remember.
You remember that, right?
I remember
and
that.
we had the album promoting.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, you sound just like the record. Still. We need some secrets. I think there's secrets that you're not telling me, but I don't know how I'm gonna get it out here. There's some secrets there. But the people them voice can't last 2 years right about now. An artist come out and 10 years later them sound like somebody else. You have sounded pristine and have a preserved vocals for 60 years. I mean I could give you 60 odd because you're that sing as a baby too. Tell me the secret. Something in and something you have to tell me. I don't want.
There's no secret
No.
what God can do.
Just a blessing.
Yes, it's just a blessing. Nothing. What kind of secret could it be to maintain my voice? I've never had voice training ever in my life, you know. Even sometimes when I said I have performances and I say, this is going to be so bad. How am I going to go out there and deliver? Boy, God just see me through.
Wow. Well, you see, we could have make up something a while ago, Auntie Marcia, we could have sell it, you know. We could have make up a secret and say, this you do, you drink water 3 times a day from the special bucket. We could have made $1 million a while ago.
I am too honest to do that. That would be total deception. And that's how I see the world going today. You know, it's all about money.
Everything. Compromising everything for
I
$1.
am so saddened to know that so many people are going to lose their soul for money.
Yeah. And not even a lot either.
No, and I've never seen nobody taking anything with them when they pass and gone.
Never go solo.
They're taking everything for granted. I take nothing for granted.
I love that. I appreciate that. And I will say this. It resonates in the energy every time I see you. So sometimes you see somebody and you get one person off the stage and another person on the stage. The energy I get from you in person is that same radiant energy I get when you're on the stage.
Yes.
And I appreciate it. I know the massive don't appreciate it. And like I say, you say, I shall sing. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The Queen herself. My catalog. My creative.
I shall sing as long as I live. And as long as I live.
Jaja.
I shall.
Martha, how you doing? DJ Tilila Joe.
I shall.
Patricia, how you doing, brother Lee Crow?
As long as I live. And as long as I live. I shall sing. Even though I'm old, but I'm young. A little weak, but I know I am strong. Old enough to know what's right. Young enough to dance all night. Too weak to hold it back. Strong enough to give your heart attack. The situation.
Xavier Wagwan, Julian, how are you? Mark, what up?
As I live.
They say hail to the Queen. Well deserved.
As long as I live. And as long as I live. I shall sing. And I shall sing. As long as I live. And as long as I live. I shall sing. In my days I've seen many faces. And been many places. Too late to turn back now. If I do, Jah will strike me down. Yes, I have places to go. Yes, and a lot of things to do. If you think I'd give it up.
Woman, some can dig in my crates and go deep I can. And you have a lovely legacy with one of the late greats, Mr. Bob Andy.
Oh, yes.
Talk to me a little bit about Bob Andy.
Wow.
The man.
I was blessed to have 2 Bobs in my life, musically, you know.
Right.
When I met Bob Andy, I never started singing as yet, you know.
You knew that long?
Yes, it's a year after. My sister, my older sister, I have two other sisters, and the last one, my older sister took me to a rehearsal near to where we were living in Rockford, and it was the Paragons rehearsing. So I walked in there and I saw these three guys, and they were singing, and I was like about, 9, 10.
Right.
And I said to them, I can sing, you know. And them said, what you can sing? And I did Down the Aisle.
Right.
Patti LaBelle's Down the Aisle. So with that now, we left the rehearsal, and all between that time, that was when I was discovered by Philip James, heard me singing, insist that I went on the Easter Monday morning concert at Carib Theatre. So after doing that show at Carib Theatre, and I walked down to Studio One, went in the studio, recorded my first song.
Wow.
So during the time I was at Studio One, who walked in there one day? The Paragons.
Wow.
And one of them, Barry, said, hey, look who is here, Patti LaBelle.
So they recognize you right away.
Yes.
I love it.
So Bob Andy, even from that time, he was known to be a real good songwriter,
Wow.
a prolific songwriter. So Mr. Dodd assigned him to write songs for me, because all those songs in the decade of the 60s, Tell Me No, Feel Like Jumping, Mark My Word, Truly, Melody Life, all those songs are written by Bob Andy.
Wow.
Really together.
Wow.
That we did together, that combination, all
Bob
those
Andy's
songs.
penmanship.
Yes.
He was an amazing songwriter. And the other day, I got this album from VP. We remember Bob Andy. And I'm
Yeah.
putting on some classics of his that he had written for other artists, and some things that you didn't realize. We knew the greatness of the pen of Mr. Bob Andy, but there's some songs out there that you didn't realize that.
Can
Bob
I tell
Andy.
you something? Bob Andy and Barry Salmon are the only two people I've ever known in my life stand at a microphone and a rhythm is playing and they can make up a song right on the spot.
Wow.
From beginning to end.
Wow. No written nothing,
I have
just
never seen Barry with a pen and a paper.
Wow.
Ever.
wow.
Even the songs all those songs that Barry has written for me. Him just look up in the air and him get 2 lines and him sing the line to me and say, my girl, go in there and do them 2 lines like that.
And that's it?
And I go in and do the 2 lines. By the time I come out, him have 2 more or 3. And that's all the song.
Right.
All the songs that he wrote. Bob Andy just stand at the microphone and a rhythm is playing. I don't know if you know the song, The Way I Feel.
With you and Bob Andy?
No, he just stood at the microphone and the rhythm was playing and he just started singing from beginning to end.
And it was written right there?
Right there, never do another take. That was
Wow.
it.
We're not gonna say that again.
No.
And we talk about the great songwriters, and because I harp a lot on the songwriting because of the message. And I said message don't have to be preaching, and it don't have to be no lecturing or whatever, but fire burning, I shall sing. But even the love songs, it's just a message, a positive, uplifting message.
Yeah.
And just knowing that you guys contributed so much to that. We're talking about Bob Andy, but one thing I noticed with you also is this. When you collaborate, because I hear a lot of collaborations are true now, but you know, but it sounds like 2 people who have never met, you know what I mean? Put it together and,
Yeah.
and it body and everything. But your collaborations, them just sound like perfectly symmetric. They're just perfect together, like you guys have a
Yeah.
symmetry that
It's
existed
it's-
long before
it's
the music.
Energy, yeah.
Berries,
Yes.
Bob Andy, the Davil tune there too.
Ah, yes.
Oh my God! And you know, it's on my way. It's on the way too. But the Davil tune there is a modern day
Yes.
classic.
Yes.
Can't go up on stage and sing it.
You know, I've collaborated with 50 artists. 50 singers and DJ, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And it's
wow.
not just doing songs with anyone, you know. They're special.
Yeah.
And the beauty about the whole thing is that every one of them, I had such good energy because they wanted to do it,
Right.
you know, so much. And I respect the fact that the kind of respect that they show, wanting to do something with me, and the energy, and it was just positive vibration all the way.
There's bucket lists, you know, and their artists have bucket lists, broadcasters have bucket lists, and there are people who you just want etched in your history, in your legacy, right? So you want them in your legacy, and you are going to be one of those people. So, I mean, I can see, I don't blame him. I'll be trying to get my Marcia Griffiths tune too. 60 years, and you're about to put it on the stage right now.
That's correct.
A show
Yes.
commemorating 60 years in the business.
Yeah, I wish I could have all 50 artists.
Some virtual, some.
Yeah.
But you got a lot though.
I'm looking forward to this moment. I can't even tell you because I performed once with Busy with the song we do, Automatic.
Only one time?
One time in Tobago. So, you know, I'm looking forward to this performance. Cutty Ranks, he was even fussing about not doing anything else with nobody because he can't get to perform it on stage.
Yeah.
And it's just once we perform Fire Burning, we have 2 collaborations.
Yeah.
And it's just once we did that Fire Burning in Europe on a festival. And trust me, when we went up there and did that song, the stage catch a fire. Seriously, you know.
Like literally catch a fire?
Literally, next thing I know, I see fire brigade coming.
So
I'm looking forward to performing with all of these artists. Lady G, Tanya Stevens, oh my gosh.
Lady G.
Yes.
And it's funny you mentioned even those names, and those ladies in their own right are icons. But they are icons that you have inspired, and you know what I mean, laid your blessings upon. Because like I said, there's not one that I've ever had a conversation with and them don't say it's Marcia Griffiths. Even now, I cannot go to a venue where an artist, and it's funny, you know, you go places right now and you have cover bands and you have upcoming artists and they're covering stuff. You'd swear that they're gonna drop a bag of maybe some Tanyas, some Etanas, because I'm a big artist too, right? All I can promise you is that you will not leave there that night and somebody not sing a Marcia Griffiths song. Have you ever been in a place where they're not aware that you're there and you hear people
all the
doing
time.
your stuff?
And it's when I leave, they know that I was there.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Marcia Griffiths. And again, we're talking about songs like Fire Burning and a bag of big tunes and Jano.
I was drawn into myself, observing all this time. From every angle that I see, my people you're meeting hell.
Just a gonna peace.
Others have turned to crime, so they die from time to time.
Just a peace.
We'd like to ask you leaders, what have you got in mind? I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hotter.
Hey Tasha, how you doing? What up, Hope? Violet Wagwan.
In the shoot.
DJ Lance, my UK crew.
If the sign is on your door, then you will.
You know, say if I start charge sound man money just for the heck of it though, because you know how much dance we're gonna dance in my flop, and there's just certain things that they need to do.
Look here.
Let's draw a mask and we're good.
Me if you tell you about that. No, serious thing. Yeah.
Then just draw random.
I remember the Diddy came to Jamaica and had a huge sound clash.
Mm-hmm.
And Mataran won the clash
Mm-hmm.
with Melody Life. Killing a sound is so easy to do. And look here, from the song Draw,
Mm-hmm.
everything finished.
It
I
was
think
over.
he won $20,000. And Beanie Man was my neighbor where I was living. And him come across and him say, Mama, I never see a song kill so.
Easy Mataran. Carry half of the money come. I want to you. It's just one of those things where no matter where you are, it doesn't matter what the tempo, it don't matter what you played before, what you played after. Once you drop a Marcia Griffiths in the mix.
Every day people tell me, say, no matter what going on in the dance.
Draw.
Yes.
Draw. It's your get out of jail free card, and if the thing not go right for you, you just come some. It's over. Everybody who are watching the door, come back. Them come back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen. Miss Marcia Griffiths, no, they don't love her like me, go ahead. I'm just saying.
Oh, if you should hear me calling, would you stop what you were doing? Hurry over and see what's going on.
If you should see me crying, would you assist in mending a heart that has been?
We just a cut and go through. That's a cut and go through. Shows coming up. So you are in town. Now, I always feel like the best shows you can ever go. I love a proper show. A proper live show, right? But I always feel like the best shows I can go to are those curated and created by those who are artists themselves.
Yeah.
Right? You know what the feeling you're looking for. You know what you're looking. You know what artists are supposed to feel and get on stage. So you're not denying them that. Many promoters shortchange the thing because they must shortchange the thing. But you have been on that end of being shortchanged. So you know. So when you put your thing together, everything is proper, sonically, energy-wise, and just the comfort of the artist. Is this the first production of this magnitude that you've done?
Yes, it is. But this is not a show.
Mm-hmm.
This is a concert of celebration. It's going to be done in decades.
Mm-hmm.
We start in the decade of the 60s. And I'm sure a lot of people have never seen Tony Gregory. You know, he's unfortunately, not unfortunately, for the others who I
Right.
shared, like a Bob Andy and a Bob Marley, not here with us physically, but Tony Gregory is one of the only people from the decade that I have collaborated with.
Right.
He's also on the bill to perform with me the song that we did in the 60s, and we come to the 70s. That's where I3 comes in, so we're going to be doing a tribute. Of course, Sister Rita and Sister Judy has to be there. But
Right.
and we come to the 80s. Now we start to climax when we touch the decade of the 90s. That's the whole penthouse decade where I collaborated with most of the artists. Berries, Tony Rebel, Cutty Ranks, Davale,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah.
right up until now.
So it's a curated, and I love this. Man, ladies and gentlemen, trust me. I had this argument the other day. I said, I'm sick and tired of just go somewhere and just speakers of their band and what. There's no rhyme or reason. This is a curated show. It's musical reggae theater.
This is something that I don't think anyone has ever seen.
Wow.
The presentation
Wow.
is something with a difference. You know, because I'm going to be collaborating with all of these people that I've done combinations with, and then they're going to be doing
Their own stuff.
their own stuff.
Wow. So here's the thing, and I just meant that's what I said. I know something right in them face. I keep secrets wrong. We got your what now? You're coming from the 60s, these decades, and you're gonna be. By the way, big up Tony Gregory. Love Tony Gregory, one of the nicest persons you'll meet. And a phenomenal vocalist.
Yes, performer.
And performer
Oh,
too.
Lord.
When Tony
Wow.
Gregory's another man up there to it. When him start gyrate, it's over, you know.
Yes, it's true.
The ladies love them some Tony Gregory. But you're talking about these people coming on to do their thing and go.
Yeah.
But you gonna have to be up there for every era.
Yes.
So that means that you up there for the whole show.
I am ready. I can't wait.
You're ready for it.
You know, one of the moments I'm looking forward to, Christopher Ellis, the
Fire.
son of Alton.
Fire.
Oh my
Fire.
word. When I recorded that song with
Mm-hmm.
Christopher, I could have swear it's Alton.
He does sound just like his dad.
Oh my
Especially
goodness.
live.
Yes.
And the recordings, yes. But I've seen some video clips of him live, and he did Willow Tree. And he might
Yes.
sing some song. And
Yes.
if I didn't look, you know who we get that from already too? Stephen Marley.
Yeah. Oh yes.
When Stephen did Campus
Yeah.
Paradise, and I thought it was a sample.
Yeah.
Until I looked and I was like, no, Steve, I sing for real.
Why?
They capture the embody. But Christopher Ellis, phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
Phenomenal. And you're a mom, of course.
Yeah.
Biologically, and a mom to majority of the industry right now because they look at you as a mom.
Boy, I think I'm a mother of the world. Right now.
There's a million children.
Everybody, mama. Yeah, they're
A
all
million
my
kids.
children. All my children.
I love it. And the show is on Mother's Day.
Yes.
So there's a significance for that.
Can you imagine? I would be so disappointed
Mm-hmm.
that any mother is not in that place
Wow. Wow.
for that musical upliftment.
Wow.
We have mothers out there who are fathers too,
Mm-hmm.
mothers and father.
Yes.
So I want to see them all, the children, I want to see the fathers, the whole family.
You know,
This is a family affair.
literally, it is a family affair. And I have been in a venue with you before and seen 3, in fact, 4 generations of people dancing to the
Yes,
music.
look here. That I was coming to that. I am so thankful that I cut across age barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't attract only my age group.
Right, right.
When I have my performances, I see every generation.
And that's a beautiful thing because not everybody can do that. And it's not that they don't want to and aspire to and they don't try to, but not everybody can do that.
Yeah, because can you imagine in this age and time, I share stage with every current dancehall
Wow.
artist. TJ and myself was just in St. Vincent.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Because again, we talk about the live music and all that stuff, which we appreciate, and that is the essence of reggae music. But there's something that sometimes I think people undervalue or understate. Sound system. Talk to me a little bit about sound system influence to you.
Look here. Sound system
Mm-hmm.
is the only thing, one of the most important things that keep you current,
Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah.
Because dance no stop
That's true.
and sound no stop play.
That's true. Even when
And-
you're not there.
Even before I started to sing,
Mm-hmm.
I used to stay in the back of my yard and listen to sound system pumping some music, some Derek Morgan, because he was my favorite
Derek?
artist. Yes.
Mad.
And some Toots and some, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm saying, my God, what a blessing to hear them music coming across the gully from way over Blount Street.
You want to go over there, but you're too young. You can't go over there.
I never dare.
How your parents look? When your parents did they recognize at that young age that you had something special?
Of course, because remember, we had to just stay indoors and sing.
Mm.
All 3 of us,
Right,
all
right,
3
right.
girls. So
Right.
they knew that we were talented,
Right.
you know. But of course, my father would dismiss anything like going out, because everywhere I went, from the conception at Carib Theatre, he was everywhere I went.
Security.
Every single place.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time that my father never come with me was that maybe about 3 years after I started singing.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I got into a relationship with Bob Andy, and every musician and male artist hated him because he was always around.
It's an hate Bob. But
I couldn't stand to
poor
see him.
Bob.
And we went to country. I went to perform with the Scatterlights band.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I mean, I'm still a teenager. And you know what they did? Because Bob was there, they pack up them instrument and leave me and Bob Andy down in Clarendon under a big tree. And say,
Yeah.
they are only responsible for singer, not singer and boyfriend. No, we can laugh now.
It wasn't pretty back then,
No.
right? Salt, I can't go on with them things. They walk to no. Little did y'all know we were going to be having the queen. She was going to be the queen. But mine are killing them. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. In my opinion, I said this to you already, the most popular dance ever in the world is the electric slide.
It's the longest living
The longest living.
song and dance.
And every
Yeah.
generation know it. I think a one person can do the electric slide as me.
Oh no.
I swear when I go to weddings, whatever the case may be, Bram, it doesn't matter what the demographic, what the race is. Everybody know the electric slide. And I'm talking
No.
about every generation.
Yeah, it's true. It starts in kindergarten to the home for the age.
Yep.
So there's no excuse.
No excuse. Everybody know the
I
electric
have
slide.
video right now, the lady, 97 years old, with her stick
Uh-huh.
in the front of the line.
Doing the
'Cause
electric
it's a
slide.
line dance. Yeah.
Right. So you created the song, of course, and again you said written by Bonnie Wheeler.
Yes.
No, but the dance wasn't created by you.
No, it was created in Washington, D.C., a group of guys.
Mm-hmm.
The song was on rotation in D.C. on Kiss FM.
Mm-hmm.
And they hear the song every day because they told me how the whole thing came about, and they just started doing the steps to the song, and it just started spreading like wildfire. And this is summertime, where a lot of people on holiday in DC, so they went back to their original hometown, whichever state they came from, with the dance. So before you know it, the entire place was doing that dance. When I was on Sunsplash tour on the West Coast, I got a call from Dr. Dredd saying that the electric slide is the biggest thing and they put this dance to it. So by the time the tour reached DC, I was forced to learn the dance and perform it on stage.
So you didn't know at that point in time, you didn't know dance?
I didn't know anything about no dance.
So is it safe to say that you're probably the best at the electric slide right now? You're the best person?
I'm not going to say that. Because they are improvising on the steps now and doing all kind of different things, you know?
Yeah. They do the two-step to it. I've seen so many versions
Look
of
here.
it.
Look here. All of these songs, other songs, is a spin-off from the electric slide. Even the one that they say, and cha-cha-cha, and move to the right.
It's just another
all
version.
All of them, yeah. Yes.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, again, think we playing? You think we playing? My YouTube fam, I haven't forgotten y'all, alright? Dr. Shelly Wagwan, Sister Claudette was Papa Lockin', Sister Velma, everybody in the chat room, I appreciate y'all, man.
You gotta feel it.
It's electric.
Ooh, it's shocking.
It's electric.
Ooh. You gotta miss the girl with the bubble neck to melody. She's a moving along.
Easy. We just are cut. I got you. All right, we can't go no more than that. But trust me. It's gonna be an all day, all night thing. We can't do that.
Yes, true.
Electric slide. When you did that song originally, you're telling me before how it got created. A little keyboard, right?
Yeah.
For the masses who didn't hear that one, tell them the origins of the electric slide real quick for me.
Well, I3 went to Toronto to perform, and as usual, as I said earlier, being a woman in a male-dominated business is pure hard luck story at the end of the day, no pay. So we got 700 Canadian dollars each.
Wow.
That is not even, maybe about 500 US.
Right.
So I didn't make any fuss. I just took my $700, went downtown, and I went to the store and I saw this rhythm box. It's like a keyboard. It's a keyboard, but it has every sound you can think of and every beat. And one of the most fascinating sound I heard on it was a repeater. It's the piano. That little thing in the original electric boogie that play ding 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 repeating. I loved it, and then I found the beat, poof, puff, poof, and I put the piano repeater sound with the beat. So Bonnie and myself go way back from kindergarten, because he used to carry me, drop me off at little school and go on to big school. So he used to visit me and bring on the best fruits from his vineyard in Portland. And I showed him the rhythm box. I said, Bonnie, look at this, and I make him hear the sound and everything, and he loved it.
Wow.
Him just record it, the beat and the piano. That's all. And took it to Portland, came back the following day with this song.
One day.
Everything was just so spontaneous. And we went straight in the studio calling Sly Dunbar and Glenn Brownie and laid the bass on top of what we have there. That's the foundation.
Right.
And Bunny used the rhythm box to put on 10 different sound, keyboard sound.
Right.
And we did a hand clap as well. And after all that, we put a rough voice on it. And believe me, it turned out so, we never sleep on this thing,
Right.
And before I know it, the song was #1 when it was released. And I said, oh my word.
So you knew it was something special right off the bat?
Even Bonnie said that.
Wow.
Because it was just different. And Bonnie was even saying if this song released 10 years down the line is a hit song.
Yeah.
Chris Blackwell heard the song.
Yeah.
and came to Jamaica and said he want that song because for some reason Chris Blackwell and Mr. Dodd are the two people I know that has ears for when an artist going hit and a hit song.
Wow.
And he came straight to Jamaica, but for some unknown reason Bunny didn't give him the song, the album. We had an album, and he said,
you and Bunny put
no,
together?
just me
Just
alone.
you? Okay.
Bunny is a producer.
Gotcha.
And he didn't give Chris the album, he gave him the single. And Chris told him straight up that big companies don't promote singles, they need an album. But Bunny refused to give him the album.
Right.
So he took the single and just sat on it.
Right.
And it's off his own strength that song was always there.
Wow.
Because we used to do the moonwalk like Michael Jackson for that song in the electric slide, the backslide
So
thing.
that was what you were doing originally?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And I think this is a good platform to let the people know that sometimes you see some little stupidness come up on social media. People use that platform for things that they don't do any research.
Right.
And they don't have any facts and any truth. But let me tell you, it's one thing I know about myself and even Bob Marley, God rest his soul. What he loved mostly about me is the truth. No matter how bad it is.
Right.
We never knew anything negative when we were doing that song. It was all clean and pure.
But it's evident.
We never know anything about dildo and all those things. We were naive.
But it's not even, listen, it's not even naive, you know. The truth of the matter is this, that's not what it was.
No.
People take their spin
It's just
on everything nowadays.
Happy song. And Bunny kept saying to me, when we saw how successful the song was, before the dance was put to it, Bunny said, you know what motivated me to write this song? And I wanted to know. And him says Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue.
Right? Makes sense.
That is where that song came from.
Makes sense.
And people come up with art just to get attention and notice. What else can I say?
That's social media for you these days.
No,
but sometimes it don't make any sense either.
But you have some stupid people that believe these things that they see. You can't believe.
People want to believe what they want to
everything that you hear.
And you know what? A lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even the people who are regurgitating it and them don't believe it either. It's just traction. It's people just like talk, and it's gonna get them clicks and it's gonna get them all kind of things. Them don't believe it either.
Maybe I was born different. You know, I couldn't waste my time and my good energy and just
I do.
creating stupidness and things that is negative. I couldn't bother with that.
Them, trust me, if you follow up everything with them say about social media, they go mad out here because at the end of the day. I listen to the song too, and it's 2024, and I would still never.
How can that relate to something like that?
Yeah. But then, well, guess what? If you don't believe, come out of the show. All right, come listen to things for yourself and hear the vibes and what are going on Mother's Day.
No man, you see them, you see those Rastaman in them time. They see Peter, Bob, and Bunny.
Militant.
Those me never see nobody militant.
Serious.
We as women in Studio One, Sister Rita and myself. We had to make sure we walking on a straight and narrow line, cause you don't want none of them man looking up.
Yeah.
Especially Bunny. Mr. Dad usually say him prefer a man take a big stone and lick it and Bunny look. Give him a look.
But you know, so we miss that now though. The fact that there are people to protect you.
Yes.
I feel like right now people just walking with no protection, especially our ladies. No guidance, no protection. Back then. It wasn't anything sinister. Don't get me wrong. There was always people with impure thoughts, but somebody was going to protect you. You know, you had your honorary big brothers and stuff like that. Nowadays, you can't even look for that.
That's true.
You know, Jaja, ladies and gentlemen, again we chopping it up for the Queen. And when me tell you, the catalog is immense. It is immense. It is immense. I can't go for days. I can't go back. I could come now. I could do whatever.
You have to come current though.
Now for come current?
Yes.
You know, so I feel say, you think you're thing harder than mine. Me have more master than you have master. I promise you that. Me have more master than my catalog. You know? I remember Barry.
I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you.
I heard the band play some Barry one time. And Barry said, I don't remember that one. I said, Jaja. I'm climbing up right now. I'm coming up.
Am I really hearing your love?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
Just like I dreamed it would be.
Davil on the feature.
Hey, I've looked all my life for you. Now you're here.
Y'all think I'm playing, ladies and gentlemen? We got all kind of hits for you up here.
Hey, I've
We're coming up.
all my life.
Cut on, got you. We're cutting and we're going to.
What kind of world am I living in?
Brand new classics.
Is it a world without love?
You know, Sugar Love? Love that tune, Anna. Ladies and gentlemen, don't say nothing. Not a word. Not a word.
There's no way I could ever pay back for the years that you carried me through.
Give me.
Yeah.
With
Bad.
me, you can fall back.
Bad.
If there's trouble, then
Album's called Golden.
Oh, I'll be your hero, your superwoman, standing faithful and strong. I'll come with lightning and thunder, and you won't have to wonder. Don't say nothing, you know that I'll be there.
Don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Golden. Talk to me about that album, because when I got it first, I was listening through and I'm like, damn. Even though it's a modern take on a modern spin, in anything you do, for the most part, people can always say, all right, compared to such and such, that one that with this one, it was modern, but it still held true to Marcia Griffiths.
Yes. I give all that credit to my son. He's my first-born son,
Mm-hmm.
chemist.
Mm-hmm.
And he just put that together. Boy, it's like a magic.
Wow. Wow.
He's so talented. Trust me.
So he produced the whole album.
Yes.
Wow.
One of my favorite tracks on it too. This is one of my favorite, and another favorite of mine is Niceness.
Niceness.
And there's another one that Nyanda from Brick and Lace and myself do.
Well, when you sent the album first, Niceness was my tune. I tell you, I play Niceness. I called you and I said, listen, we got something going on here. And then you said to me, say, you're not hear nothing yet, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Saying that you're not yet.
Dance
You're not yet. And I said, what? Remix? Ladies and gentlemen.
Selector, don't stop the vibes, let it play, let it play. Burn up the place and the bass and the bass line. How we not come here so we waste time. Now, you hear that? The mystic flowing through your ears and to your brain. And Molly said when music hits you feel no pain, no tension. DJ a juggle boom select.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get in.
Let me tell you this appear niceness. Everybody all
What a tune, bud.
reggae music a bunks and mill.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Anywhere we go, we get the place lively.
chat room fam.
Tell you this appear niceness. Everybody alright, just at the vibes. This reggae music a bunks and me like it. Anywhere we go, we get
Y'all ready?
lively.
On the ready?
Tell you this appear nice.
Everybody nice, we do this every night, every night now, we no flash up every light. Temperature rise when we step in at the place, everybody energized, getting hype. What a thing in the night, remember say, if the sun don't come up yet, the night can't done. And if the music running in the vibes can't done, and we no want see nobody with no knife nor gun. Everybody wanna have fun, me a tell you.
Jaja! When me say one of the baddest, one of the
Music is life. Yeah.
that one the proper.
Yeah.
That one the proper.
I love it.
I've never played that song and not have to pull it up, right? And it's I love it, so I pull it up, right? And then somebody in that chat I say, no, you have to pull it up. And then somebody who came on a little later, I said, pull it up.
Yeah.
I literally played that song for about 26 minutes, 27 minutes, one, just to keep on going.
Stop it.
But after I said, nah, I can't do this no more. I gotta move on.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to you, I swear to you, I swear to you.
I love it.
It is a classic, right out the bat.
Yeah, I love it.
You see, just like how the Marcia and Cutty ranks is solidified a classic. however many years ago,
Yeah.
20 years from now, 30 years from now, I eat this.
Yeah.
This is going to be the next one.
Amen.
So whose idea was this?
Chemist.
Chemist.
Yes.
So you have a genius.
And this
so
song is written by my stepson Esco. Yeah.
Like left side Esco?
Yes.
What? I say, go on. Pick up yourself, Esco. So you've got a cheat. That's a cheat code doing it, guys. So you have too much. You have producers in the family. You got songwriters. You're a singer. You're a songwriter yourself. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, because my second son sings with me on stage, and he does all the collabs that when the artist not there, like
He's the one
Berries and Davil.
And him bad, you know.
Yeah, him bad, him true. Bad.
Cause sometimes up there, and not range is one thing, but not very many people gonna be able to forget Berries and come over here and sing the Davil and stuff like that. So he has a
truly
him range crazy,
yeah, versatile,
crazy. Boy, I mean, it's in the genes. It's in the genes. You don't get them the blessing.
Music.
Trust me. Brand new album, Golden, out right about now. When you dropped the album, we always talk about reception from our people at home, Jamaica and stuff like that, and then we have the reception of people across the globe. There are two artists that I think the diaspora just loves more than anybody else in the world. That's Beres Hammond, Marcia Griffiths.
No,
they love everybody, you know. But let me say, if there's a scale and the love, and we put the love on the scale, it's a little heavier for Beres and Marcia.
No, Beres is loved.
He is the king.
He's loved. Because let's face it, Beres is a one of a kind, you know.
It'll never happen again.
Yes.
Never happen again. But guess what? It'll never happen again either. Not a Marcia Griffiths.
Well, I wanna we, you know, one Bob Marley, one Beres.
But I'm comfortable, right? Because again, last time we spoke, I was saying people exhibit them concerns for the industry, right? And as far as what's going on and the future and whatever the case may be. But when we have people like our Romain and them folks there and the Leelas and stuff like that, I love
that. No, but the business really get better, you know, because it's spice up, you know.
Yeah.
When you have all the spice, I love spice.
Yeah.
You have a sugar.
Oh God.
You know, you have just about everything. Cause sugar is a part of this celebration as well.
Sugar is special.
And of course, Brother Freddie.
Ooh, love me some Freddie McGregor.
Yes.
Love me some Freddie McGregor. We give thanks. We give thanks for not just the music, but we give thanks for the lessons, because I always feel like anytime we see things going left and not going properly, it's because they didn't have anybody to emulate. And I've asked people who you look up to, who you emulate, and when them can't give me an answer, then it explains why they do what they do.
Yes.
But when I talk to the people who do it well, I'm gonna say, so who inspires you? It's always, you know, the legendary Miss Marcia Griffiths, you know, Sir Beresford Hammond. So when I say the diaspora, right now, if I don't have no money in my pocket, I need to figure something out. There's two people I know I can put on a show, and the diaspora going to come out. That's Marcia Griffiths, and it's Beres Hammond.
Well, give thanks.
So we love it.
Give thanks.
The Golden album, what was the reception like for that when it came out, in terms of, and I'm gonna split it up, Jamaica. How was Jamaica's reception to that album?
You know, Jamaica never had too much of this album. I don't know why it wasn't distributed. You know, the balance. Yeah, it wasn't.
Right.
But funny, they had 5 picks for nominations for the Grammy, and it was in the 5.
The album Golden.
And Golden was in the 5 picks. It was on television, radio, all the media. And for some unknown, unseen reason, out of nowhere came the album, another album.
Right.
And Golden was not one of the albums nominated. But let's face it.
Right.
I am singing for the world.
Right.
I don't sing for Grammy or awards. I want the reward.
Right. I love that.
Yes.
What have you not done so far? If I was to say, all right, you know what, give me a bucket list and I'll make sure you do them things. What, musically speaking, what is it that you have not done yet that you still want to do?
I want to continue singing, and I want to do more collaborations with people like Patti LaBelle. who is my very good friend, who inspired me, and she's my special guest artist on the other show, that the bigger one that I'm having down here. And Beres loves her, you know that. Him sing about her and I'm song.
Yep.
So I'd love to do a collab with her.
With Patty.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
There are a couple of things that, because every day a star is born, different things, and I love working with the young generation.
I love that.
I love it.
I love
There's
that.
no energy like the youth.
The youth.
And I love to work with them. And this is one of the things that I guess keeps me current and relevant, because I have a lot of collabs with young
With the
people.
young artists,
Christopher Romaine.
Yeah.
You never get that collab with me and Romaine.
No. But me I go get it though.
It's
Me I go-
beautiful. It's like a mother and son. You know?
Me I tell you no, but me no know still. Me have to dig in and me create in a car.
I doubt it.
Was it released?
Not officially.
All right, then me have to hijack your hard drive. Then me have to send my people.
I can send it to you.
Please do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I must say, Sugar speaks of you. And I got a song the other day from her, My
She's
Journey.
so talented.
Whew, amazing.
Talented.
She talks about you in her music. And I love that because, again, everybody needs some. Like when I was growing up, I tell people, say, I didn't get into a lot of trouble. It was because there's a lot of people I didn't want to disappoint. I had people who I don't want to let down. And I think you're one of those people where some of the artists them say, boy, but I go off left and do that tune, but I don't want to let down Auntie Marcia. You know? So I thank you for that. It's just giving our presence to people where they can look up and say, you know what? She set the standard and I want to let her down.
Well, I come too far
Right.
to drop the baton now.
Right.
You know, that's that level of, you know, that standard that I set, and this was all natural. This is how I was born. All my levity and everything that I've done, it just comes natural.
Wow.
You know, ever since I can remember, a skinny little girl, I used to want to adorn myself so royal. You know, long dresses and my head covered and all that. Before I was even aware or exposed about certain consciousness.
Right.
That was just in me. You know, so I am so glad for the standard that I set for the other ladies. And I can tell you that every single female artist out there, I love them truly.
Wow.
And there's some of the people like a Tanya Stevens and a Queen Ifrika, I adore them for their outspoken self.
Yeah, we need that.
Oh my, anybody who is like that,
Yeah.
the respect I give to them, because
We need that.
I am not for hypocrisy.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I hear you can speak the truth with no apology,
Yeah.
even if you're telling me something that might not be nice, I love and respect you for that.
You have to. And consequences may come, but they don't care. Them just doing what they feel is right.
Exactly. Whatever the consequences, you know, it's just the truth.
I love
The
it.
truth is an offense, not a sin, and the truth sets you free.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, I soon, all right, Mr. I'm gonna blaze up the thing. I'm gonna open up the phone line in a second. I take maybe one or two. All right, one or two. But the Bob Marley movie just came out the other day. Naomi Cowan played Marcia Griffiths, right? And people were talking about the movie. I don't know who's doing that, whatever. And I look at it, I said, damn, that's some good casting right there. I think that they did an amazing job casting her to play you.
Yes,
right?
I think so.
Did you have an opportunity to talk to her and prep her and embark some,
Of
you know?
course,
What was that like?
Of course, because it's not just because of the movie that we came together. Her parents and myself are close. Tommy Cohen and Carlin Davis.
Right.
So, long before movie came about, Naomi and myself had a beautiful relationship, and I really was praying that she got the part, because you know a lot of people was trying to get that part, that role in the movie. So I was happy that she got it, and we communicate regular.
Right.
And she would call me and ask me certain things, and I would tell her, you know. So she was really different.
Wow. So when you watched, where you see, what was that feeling seeing you on the screen? Did it?
Well, I voice this opinion just personally with Sister Rita and Sister Judy. People even mentioned that they was hoping that they would see more,
yeah.
I3 because we played a major role in Bob Marley's whole life and music. And I was telling Sister Rita that even me, I thought they should have given Naomi more interaction with Bob, because that's the relationship Bob and I had. I was a spokeswoman on stage and off stage.
Yeah.
You know, when Judy and Rita want to get anything across, I would go and say, you know.
Right.
So the whole interaction with Bob, I never saw, you know, but everything was beautiful.
I love it. And it's funny, still somebody say, imagine this reggae music from you guys been doing it and carrying this. It started before you, but you have done so much. Put some of this reggae on your shoulder and carried it so far to do your part. And imagine 2024, the same music and the same Rastaman that many looked down on, right?
Can you imagine?
No, if I pay moving money, I'm going to sit down in the theater.
And he will be here for the many generations to come.
Yeah.
The same man that was rejected.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why when I sit here and I say to you, I have no apology when I say this man is truly sent by the Almighty God to do the work that he did. Because he even sing about it. Them are got tired for seeing face. Can't get him out of the race.
The stone in the bill they refuse, eh?
Look at that. I remember when Bob had to go to radio station and call out disc jockeys and threaten them, and you know, and the mother said, I said to Alan, said, boy, when I lick after him, this old man, and said, no man, don't lick him. I mean, these are some of the things that I saw Bob had to go through, and look, the tables turn.
So much.
Tables turn.
The word we use sometimes when we talk about a hypocrisy, that's the biggest hypocrisy too, you know, because at the end of the day, Bob and what Bob has done has probably brought more to the island of Jamaica, not just from a money standpoint, but every standpoint.
Tell me
than
about
everybody and anybody.
That, look, you know, every day I pass the museum, it's ram.
Wow.
Tour visitors just flood the place, just want to go and look.
Stone at the bill, refuse.
I never thought I would live to see anything like this.
Wow.
I'm just so sorry that he's not here to witness the reward. And you know that God, oh my goodness.
It's amazing. The show.
That is the reason why I say it is a blessing to have been so privileged to share those moments. Even though I was part of the whole thing before, I am truly thankful that I was privileged to share those moments.
That's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, again, chopping it up with the Queen. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna let my Facebook folks go because some other stuff have to come on. Everybody else was still cutting and go through. We talk about the music. We talk about the stage. We talk about the whole thing. And that's coming together on Mother's Day.
Yes.
Where's the venue again?
Miramar, 5001. You don't have a thing?
Yes, I have it. But you know, you mentioned a bigger thing now. Because now I feel like, boy, I get left out in the morning. What the bigger one? This is the bigger one. The
let's do this first.
When you mentioned that, I was like, there's going to be a bigger one?
Listen, this is just the icing on the cake. You know, when we cut in deep now, you know.
Right.
Because don't forget, you know, we're talking about 50 artists. So
5001 Flamingo Road. In Miramar. Art of Reggae Music Festival.
Boy, look, you know, I'm praying, I hope and pray that when I walk out there, that connection and that energy from the people and the massive, you know, because that's where I look forward to rejuvenate.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. And your friends, Busy Signal, Tanya Stevens, Freddie, Leroy,
Oh,
Cutty.
Lord.
And that'd be a legendary name I call already.
Yes.
So Kimani Marley,
Can't miss that.
Etana, Lady G, Christopher Ellis, Davil. When was the last time? Has that ever happened before? Never.
Never. And these are all artists that I'm doing collaboration with, and they are giving their little performance as well. Not to mention the surprise guest artists.
Oh, so hold on. So there's surprises too. That's not being mentioned. No,
We can't
get them everything.
let the puss out the bag.
I love it, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen, Marcia Griffiths O.D. When you are not writing Marcia Griffiths songs, listening to Marcia Griffiths songs, what do you do? Just to
I live in the kitchen.
really?
Yes, people look at me and don't relate kitchen.
Then they said, nah, please, the Queen, she up on stage, she probably got 10 cooks in there cooking. That's what they think, right?
They don't relate, but trust me, it's something I love to do.
Cool.
I cook every single day.
Wow.
And it's not easy because a lot of times I go on a special program like juicing, raw juice, and I have special, dishes like seaweed and organic brown rice and azuki beans. I am doing that on the side, and I'm cooking regularly for
everybody else.
Yes, for everybody else. So it's not easy.
But you do it and you love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm one of the people who would have never thought. I'd have never thought that you're in there, you're chefing it up in the kitchen. And it's been a passion of yours.
I love it. Many friends that come to visit me and they see me in the kitchen, they have to just look and say, "You in the kitchen?" And when they eat the food, is another story.
Wow. It's sweet like the music.
Yes. It's sweeter.
I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the Queen, we're talking about Bay 12, you know. And and of course, again, I just called some names, there's gonna be more. This show has been put on by the Queen herself, so expect the sound and the delivery and everything to be. Again, I love that because you are the ones that know what it's supposed to sound like. Enough promoter to know what it's supposed to sound like.
Yes.
I
Only
feel
the
like-
best is good enough. And don't forget, the first cut is the deepest.
Cha. No, me have got digging in my crate again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go into that one until I find it. Hold on. Bang, bang, bang. I'm going to find it now. Cha. It's almost that time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for rocking with us. Almost that time. Thank you.
I wanna be closer. I wanna be closer. I wanna be closer.
Classics, big tunes, modern things.
I wanna be sweeter. Oh, so I wanna be so
The Queen, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure son, go stream the catalog, all right?
much sweet.
Buy the catalog. Do what you got to do.
You,
Add it to your collection.
seeing you is like magic. You make my day. You make my day. Don't know what it is.
Classics. Off a dig. Ladies and gentlemen.
I have given you all my heart.
We got it.
There's someone who was torn it all apart.
find that?
And I'm
I got
surely
it.
gonna give you a try. And if you
got my
wanna try
classics.
to love again, baby, you can't have the key.
I have to.
Cry.
Say what?
The start is the deepest.
Cut and got you. Legendary things. Large up Mr. Tony Gregory. Cut and got you. Yeah, but I want to thank you all so much for rocking out with us, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen's in the building right now. And again, remember to go ahead and get that catalog. I'm searching for a tune right now. I know I got it. Just got to find it. Got to find it. And of course, you're on social media. Facebook, Instagram. They just need to look you up. They can't
All
miss you.
platforms.
All platforms. Queen of Reggae Music. Make sure you go check her out. All right. And I know the album's still golden and still, fresh and whatnot the case may be, but I presume you're probably still in the studio constantly just
yeah, I'm in the studio right now with Dean and Shane Brown.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So something special coming up.
Very good musicians.
Wow.
And a nice variety. I'm just sorry that there's a beautiful song that Peter Morgan wrote for me. Oh my goodness. And I'm
rest
just
in peace.
Yes.
We lost a good one.
Yes.
We lost a
For
good one.
real.
Especially the person's the person, but I always look at it like that person delivered so much in terms of the message. So I hope that somebody will try to balance the scales and say, no, we're missing that.
Man, we don't want to know that the message is falling on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Because it's a serious time. We're living in a
very
serious time. And it's only the music can save we.
Very. I want to thank everybody, and they're all sending their loves here. Sorry, I never take no calls. All right, nobody vex with me.
Boy, look here now. Mr. I can just embrace all of them and just tell them how much I love them.
Them know.
I love them truly.
They love you too. Whenever I have conversations, the love that they, it's funny. There are times when my daughter is 24 now, and for the past couple years, a lot of times like she's out and about, she asking, and she bring her boyfriend and they're there, and he's not in Jamaica, and she just zoned out in the music. And but this little girl, you know about them something, but she doesn't love her. Her style, she love our style. She got her Marcia type of style. Sometimes she got her stuff. Just influencing the culture from all different generations and everything. We love it.
Look here now, man. Me can't tell him I love them more. Can you imagine me perform for kindergarten kids and them stand up there, them little napkin waiting for autograph?
Wow.
Me say my heart just melt.
And I'm do the electric light, right?
Oh,
them know it.
God. Me say me could have been them granny.
But that's beautiful, though, because again, that's something that you have to. It's not easy enough to connect with generation after generation after generation.
Oh God is good.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Give him all the praise.
Listen, we're gonna go to commercial right now, so I can't even take the call. I know we're getting one more call now, but it's not gonna make no sense. You're gonna get cut off or whatever the case may be. Let me just say, I'll thank her on your behalf, because I know y'all are calling to say thank you and stuff like that. So
I just want to tell them to keep the fire burning.
Keep the fire burning.
Yes, constantly. You just keep me alive.
I love it.
No.
Are you out there with the fire burn on the stage?
Man, you see all of these people right now who communicating, I would be nothing without them.
Wow.
I'm not one of the persons. Sometimes my son said to me, boy, mommy, you're so accessible because I have to stop and talk to everybody, take picture. I'm not one of these snob that pass and gone. Not me, never.
I can attest to that. You're not gonna remember. I was out once and I saw you just there trying to be as obscure as is possible, which is impossible because of your Marcia Griffiths.
I owe it all to them. Why should I not love them and embrace them?
She came up. I said, you know who that is? And she's like, stop watching. She came up and spoke to her a lot of people who haven't accomplished what you have accomplished don't have that demeanor. So that too, you see, outside of the music and the talent and the reverence, I hope they would take some of that too.
They have nothing if you don't have all those values and virtue.
Yeah.
Virtue is so valuable.
Wow.
You know, and if you don't have all those things, you're like a rose without perfume.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, on a lesson on here is is there an I3 movie? What about that? Can I try to figure something out?
You just never know.
You never know.
You never know.
That would be dope.
Sky's the limit.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
That would be amazing. And whenever I'm touching I3 album, remember, again, that's what I love about what you've done is that it covers every angle, every aspect of it. You have the I3 stuff, the Marcia, the Bob and Marcia.
One good thing, if I was out there with a Bob Andy or a Bob Marley or I3, I never relinquish my solo career. Never.
I love that. I love that. And it's hard not to get lost in the sauce.
And look at it. It's the only thing that has survived.
And you know what's very special about that? The fact that your solo records are just as big, if not bigger, than the other stuff that you've done. A lot of times people, you know, when you're immersed in talent and big auras like a Bob Marley and the Wailers or a I3 or a Bob Andy or whatever the case may be, a lot of time that's pretty much the zenith of your resume, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And then your team them are just something, right?
Yeah.
But you're tuning them bigger, solo, some bigger, same playing, just amazing. That is not an easy feat.
No.
That's not accomplished by, let me not call it, but many of your biggest R&B stars who have spent times in groups and them have them solo thing. Solo thing pale in comparison to the group stuff. Yours, ladies and gentlemen, it's Marcia Griffiths. Very special. Thank you again so much. I'm gonna squeeze off this one again.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
And may you continue to feed people's soul with
Thank
what you
you.
do. Because no doctor in the universe can touch souls, you know, but we were blessed to touch souls.
I appreciate that. Keep the good works coming. Keep the music coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go stream. All right, me born out and I know some born out. If you don't go get the music, me come on here and throw a tantrum and rant and rave. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary. We're going back with this one. Gotta get up out of here. It's my time. Dr. Shiller said, talking with the Queen takes us back. Film said blessings and much love to the Queen. Roger said fire, much love to the Queen. I guess I can just read this off right now. As we go. Sister Nada, thank you so much. I gotta go. Sister Monica, all my family in the chat room, I gotta roll up out of here. All right, DJ Shane comes up next, blazing on fire. I'll catch you up on the flip side.